Well, hi there, everybody, and good Friday morning to you. Meteorologist Travis Klineski. I had that one-day hiatus yesterday. I'm back for the end of the week, and it's nice to bring some good news because we do have some really good news. First off, the fog, like what we had yesterday, is not as big of a concern out there this morning. We've got some light fog, some haze out there, but most of you are not dealing with the dense fog. There may be a couple of exceptions, but it is not nearly as widespread. So maybe a little bit of fog out there this morning. Otherwise, we are going to see a lot of high-level clouds string through today, so I'm going to call it partly cloudy on average, but at times it may even become mostly cloudy. A cool start to the day in the 40s and 50s. We warm up into the 70s and 80s. Well above average for this time of the year. Lots of sunshine by later on today, and with clear skies tonight, a little cool out there, but not too bad. 40s, maybe some lower 50s out there. Not a bad start to our weekend. And then after that, a lot of sunshine is going to warm us back up into the 70s and 80s. Once again, a great start to the weekend. Looks absolutely fantastic. We'll wrap up the weekend with more nice and warm conditions out there. Now, temps for today, upper 70s to lower 80s in the northern part of the state. All areas could see some patchy fog out there, maybe some light fog, and then kind of averaging out partly cloudy for the day today. We'll see temperatures in the mid-80s back towards southwest Nebraska, the western parts of the viewing area. To the south, we're looking at upper 70s and lower to mid-80s, warmest down in northern Kansas. And off towards the east, we'll see those temperatures in the upper 70s and lower 80s. And if you have plans to head out some high school football games tonight, last night's weather wasn't too bad for those area games. Tonight will be even better. It's going to feel more like maybe a mid-September Friday night out there. We have a game between Axtell, the Wildcats taking on Blue Hill. 74 to start off the game, 64 by the end. Head out farther to the north here. Temperatures a little bit cooler for that game between Stewart and St. Mary's of O'Neill. 67 to start off, 59 by the end of the game. And now towards the eastern part of the state, Miller Dorchester taking on Wilbur Claytonia. A bit of a rivalry there. 71 to start off, 62 by the end of the game. Then for, of course, the big Husker game. Return of the Huskers. They haven't been in Lincoln for about a month now for a game, for a home game. Rutgers taking on Nebraska in a Big Ten game, which a couple of years ago would have sounded really, really weird. But yeah, it is a Big Ten game. A little chilly out there for the tailgaters early on, 46 to 62 degrees. Again, I'm going with that 46 very early in the morning by sunrise, about sunrise. And then the game again kicks off at 11 o'clock. It'll be in the lower 60s, upper 70s by the end of the game, around 2:30-ish. So really, some nice weather out there at Memorial Stadium in Lincoln to root on the Huskers tomorrow in that big game. Well, looking at your forecast for the weekend, again, upper 70s, lows in the lower 50s. We do have a cold front that comes through Sunday night, so we are going to drop back temperature-wise, but just back to more typical temperatures for this time of the year. Slight chance of rain looks very, very light and insignificant on Monday. 67 a bit on the breezy side out there. 59 on Tuesday, probably the coolest day of the next 7. That is only a couple of degrees below average. And then we're back into the mid-60s on Wednesday and Thursday. Lots of sunshine. So overall, even with the big cool down coming, it doesn't look that bad out there. And Halloween, which is just one day past that 7-day forecast, well, right now, the jury's still out. Forecast models for the last several days have been all over the place with what we could see on Halloween. It does look like it will likely remain dry. I'm leaning towards cooler, but at the same time, we may end up seeing actually a warmer day out there. So I can't really give you a good idea of what's going to happen. Hopefully, we'll get that kind of ironed out here these next couple of days, and by next Monday, I'll be able to give you a better idea of what to expect for Halloween. But that's for now. We do have a great weekend in store, and I hope you get the chance to enjoy it. Until next time, I'm meteorologist Travis Klineski, and I hope you have a fantastic weekend.